Hi friends, in this video we will discuss about Dijkstra algorithm. How the Dijkstra algorithm works on directed as well as undirected weighted graph. What is the time complexity of Dijkstra algorithm and the disadvantage of Dijkstra algorithm. So let us start from what is Dijkstra algorithm. Dijkstra algorithm is used to find out single source shortest path from starting vertex, or we call it as a source vertex, to all the other vertices. Dijkstra, as it is used to find out shortest path, that means it's a minimization problem. And to solve the minimization problem, greedy technique is used. So what is greedy technique? Greedy technique or greedy method says that the problem should be solved in stages and taking one step at a time and considering one input at a time to get optimal solution. Dijkstra follows the same property to solve the problem. Now let us consider that how the Dijkstra works on these graphs. First, we will try to trace this simple graph using Dijkstra algorithm. As this is the directed weighted graph and the starting vertex or the source vertex is not given, then we can consider any random vertex as a starting vertex. In this graph, I start traversing from A. So consider that A as a source or starting vertex, and the distance of starting vertex is considered as 0. Then first you have to check that which are the direct or which are the incident vertices of this starting node A. As in this graph, there are two direct edges, one from A to B and another one from A to C, with distance 3 and 2. We calculate the distance from A to B as 3 and from A to C it's 2. And as there is no direct path present from A to D, so let us assume the distance as infinity. Now we have to find the distance of this D from the starting vertex. As from the starting vertex there is no direct edge is present. Now in this graph there are two possibilities through which we reach from A to D, one via B and next one via C. So as Dijkstra says that it always works with shortest path. So it will select C among these 2, 3 and infinity. 2 is the shortest one. So Dijkstra starts traversing from via vertex C towards D. Then from A to C the distance is 2. So 2 plus 7, it gives the distance as 9. And 9 is smallest than this infinity. So we replace that with 9. So we replace that infinity with 9. So here the distance from A to D via C is 9. Now again from among these 3 and 9, which one is the minimum? Here the 3 is the minimum. So let us try to traverse from A to D via B. As A to D, it has a distance 3. So 3 plus 5, it gives a distance as 3 plus 5 is equal to 8. But via C, we calculate the distance as 9, and via B, it gives a distance as 8, and obviously the 8 will be less than 9. So we replace 9 with 8. Now, as all the vertices have been marked as visited, so this is the working principle of Dijkstra algorithm. So to visit A to D, two paths are exist. As we already seen that there are two paths exist, but the shortest path from A to D is 8. So what is the path to get this distance 8? We traverse first from A to B. It gives a distance as 3, and then via B to D it gives a distance as 5. So 3 plus 5 it gives a distance as 8. Here we relax this D twice. So what is the relaxation? Suppose here we calculate 9 via this C. As relaxation means if there is no direct path from source vertex to any other vertex, then in that case we calculate the distance of that vertex via other vertex. So the calculation of distance via other vertex rather than the starting vertex is called as relaxation. So to find out that relaxation, we use the condition as distance of u plus cost of u to v if it is smaller than distance of v. This is the condition, and if this condition is true, then the distance of v gets replaced with distance of u plus cost of uv. This is the condition which we have to continuously check for relaxing the vertex. In this graph, as there is no direct edge between starting vertex A to D, first Dijkstra says that select the shortest path. Here the shortest path is from A to C. Its shortest distance is 2. So we marked C as U and D destination as V. Now distance of U. So what is the distance of U? Here distance of U is 2 plus cost of UV. So the cost or weight or distance which is given between this U and V is 7. So 2 plus 7 is 9, and initially the distance of D, as there is no direct edge present between A to D, so initially we considered the distance as infinity, and via C the distance of A to D is 2 plus 7, and is it less than this infinity? Yes, it's less than infinity. So we replace that distance of V. So we replace this distance by distance of U plus cost of UV, which is 9. So we first replace it by using 9. Then as A and C, these are already visited, then try to visit the unvisited node. Then from these 3 and 9, which one is the smallest? The 3 gives the smallest distance. So we start traversing from A to B, and then consider B as U and D as V, and try to again find out the distance of this D via B. So the distance of U is here 3. Distance of U. Now B is considered as a U. So the distance of U is 3 plus cost of UV. So the cost of this U and V is 5. So 3 plus 5, it gives 8. And the calculated distance from A to D via C is 9. And 3 plus 5, 8, which is less than 9. It satisfies the condition. So replace that distance with 8. And now the age D is selected. So this is the working of Dijkstra algorithm. Now let us apply same principle on this undirected weighted graph. As in this graph, starting vertex is not given, so I choose A as a starting vertex, and the starting vertex always has the distance 0. Now check the adjacent node of this A. There are B and C. These are the two adjacent node of A having distance 10 and 15. So calculate the distance as they are direct adjacent to A, means starting node. The distance is 0 plus 10, 10, and 0 plus 15, 15. Now A is marked as a visited. Then from this A, as there is no direct edge from A to D, A to F and A to E. So the distances, mark the distances as infinity. Now Dijkstra always says that select the smallest vertex or select the smallest edge from this graph. As from A to B, it has a distance 10, and from A to C, it has a distance 15. So the smallest among 10, 15, infinity, infinity, infinity is 10. So select that B, and from B, you have to again find out the adjacent node of this B and try to find out the distance for the remaining vertices using this condition. Now mark B as U and D as V. So the distance of U is 10 plus cost of this U and V is 12. So 10 plus 12, it gives 22, and 22 is smaller than infinity. So replace that infinity with 22. Next, again consider this is U and this is V. Then the distance of U is 10 plus cost of UV is 15. 10 plus 15, it's 25, and 25 is smaller than infinity. So replace that infinity with 25. Now again from this 15, 22 and 25 and infinity, you have to choose the vertex with smallest weight. So here C having a smallest weight as 15, so mark it as visited, and from that C you have to find out the adjacent vertex of this C, unvisited adjacent vertices of this C. As A has already been visited, so don't visit it again. Then among these 15, 22, 25 and infinity, select an edge with minimum distance. So here C has been selected. Then again apply the same condition on this node. As A is adjacent to C, but it has already been visited, so don't visit it again. Then the next adjacent to this C is E. Then by using this condition, distance of U, it's 15. 15 plus cost of UV, it's 10. 15 plus 10, it gives 25, and 25 is less than infinity, so replace that infinity with 25. Now from this 22, 25 and 25, select the vertex having minimum weight. So here D is marked as a selected. Then from that D, find out the unvisited adjacent vertices of this D. There are F and E. As B has already marked as a visited, so don't visit it again. Then consider D as a U and F as V and apply the same condition. So the distance of U is here 22. So 22 plus cost of this UV, it's 1. So 22 plus 1, it gives a distance as 22 plus 1, it's 23, and 23 is smaller than infinity. So replace that infinity with 23. Then the next adjacent vertex to this D is E. Again apply the same condition, that distance of U is here 22 and 22 plus 2, cost of UV means 22 plus 2, it's 24, and 24 is smaller than this 25. So replace 25 with 24. Then among 23 and 24, choose the vertex with minimum weight. So here 23 means F has the minimum weight. So mark F as DU and V as and E as V. Then distance of this U plus cost of UV, 23 plus 5, it gives 28, but 28 is not smaller than 24, so leave it. Then the only remaining vertex is here 23, so mark it as a visited. Now as the graph is traced using Dijkstra algorithm, we can easily say that from A, if we traverse from A to B, it has the minimum distance as 10. From A to D, it gives a minimum distance as 22. From A to E, the shortest distance is here 24. From A to F, it has the shortest distance as 23. Now check the path from A to E. Now we have to find out the path from A to E. So what is the path? We have to find out the path from A to E as well as the distance shortest distance from A to E. As the graph, we have updated all the distances. We can easily say that from A to E, the smallest distance is here 24. Now find out the path from A to E. So the path from A to E is, we traverse from A to B with distance 10. That means A to B with distance 10. Then from B to D with distance 12. From B to D with distance 12. And then from D to E with distance 2. From D to E with distance 2. And after adding all these weights or cost, 10 plus 12, 22 plus 2, 24. So this is the path from A to E, which gives the distance as 24. And the path is A to B, then from B to D, and then from D to E with minimum distance as 24. Now let us apply the same Dijkstra algorithm in this directed weighted graph. But instead of replacing the weight, or instead of specifying the distances in graph, we plot the table here. As the graph contains 5 number of vertices as A, B, C, D, E. So here table contains those 5 number of vertices A, B, C, D, E and visited vertices. As the starting vertex is not given, so we consider A as a starting vertex and mark its distance as 0. So the first step is mark the distance of starting vertex as 0. So here in this row, select the vertex with minimum weight. It's A. So mark A as visited. And from A, you have to find out the immediate adjacent nodes to this A. Those are B and C. So the cost of B is here 10 and C is 10. So A to B having weight 10 and A to C having weight 5. And as there is no direct edge from A to D and from A to E, so insert infinity. Again, from this row, you have to select with minimum cost. So here the minimum cost is 5 with vertex C. So mark that C as a visited. And from C, you have to again find out the cost for the remaining vertices. So the adjacent node of this C is B with cost 3 and the distance of this C is 5. So 5 plus 3 it gives 8 and the previous distance is 10 and now the new distance is 5 plus 3 8. So replace that 5 with 8. Then the next adjacent to C is D having cost 9. So cost of the distance of C is 5. So 5 plus cost is 9. 5 plus 9 it gives 14 and 14 is the distance from C to D. The previous one is infinity. So 14 is smaller than infinity. So replace that infinity with 14. Next, from C to E, the distance of C is 5 and plus cost of C to E is 2. So 5 plus 2 it gives 7 and 7 is smaller than infinity. So replace it infinity with 7. So from this row the minimum distance is 7. So mark it and the distance 7 is of vertex E. So mark E as the visited vertex. And from that E, you have to find the smallest path for the remaining one. From E, there is an outgoing edge for D. The cost of the weight of this E is 7. So 7 plus 6, 13. And the previous distance is 14. 13 is smaller than 14. So replace it with 13. Then the next adjacent to E is A, but A has already been visited, so don't visit it again. So leave it. Then again from this row, find out a vertex with minimum cost. So it's 8. The name of vertex is here B. So mark B as a visited one. And from B, find out the distance, smallest distance for the remaining one from B to D. The distance of B is here 8 plus cost of B to D. It's 1. So 8 plus 1, it gives 9, and the previous distance of D is 13, and the new distance via B is 9. It is smaller than 13, so replace 13 with 9. So as the only vertex D is remaining with weight 9, so mark it as a visited. As we have visited all the vertices of this graph, so this is the table after applying Dijkstra algorithm. Now here we can easily say that the distance from starting vertex A to D is 9. Distance from A to B is 8. The distance from A to E is 7. And the distance from A to C is 5. So, we have to find out the path from, we have to find the path and distance from A to D and distance also from A to D. We have to find out path from A to D and distance also from A to D. As from this given chart, here we can easily find, we easily say the distance from A to D, it's 9. The distance from A to D is 9 and the path is from A to D. Here D. Then we have to check the immediate we have to check the same column of the previous row and mark that if there are changes in the same row, now we have to find out path from, now we have to find out path from A to D, path from this A to D. In last row, D has been visited, so here D, and to find out path by using this chart or this table, you have to check the same column, the column which is marked as the smallest one, the column which is marked as the smallest, you have to immediately check the previous row and check whether there is a difference between same column in the previous row. Yes, in the current row it's 9 and above that row the same column or same node has the distance 13. That means there are modification in the same column. So check that which node you have selected as the smallest one. So in this row we selected 8. So whose weight is selected? Here B is selected. So specify that B. Then again move one row up. Again move one row up or one row above and check whether there is modification in same column in the above row. No, there is no modification. So leave this row. Again move in upward row. Then check whether there is a modification in this column. Yes, there is a modification in the same column, and from that row the vertex C has been marked as the smallest one. So specify that. So select this C from this row and again move upward. As there is changes in the previous, as there is no weight given in the previous row for the same column, then select the node with minimum distance. So it's A. So this is the path as A to C and then C to B and from B to D. A to C, A to C with distance A to C, then C to B and B to D. A to C having weight as 5 plus C to B, C to B with weight 3 plus B to D with weight 1. So 5 plus 3, 8 plus 1, 9. So this is the distance of A to D. This is the smallest distance from A to D and this is the path. So this is the working of Dijkstra algorithm on weighted graph. Now the time complexity. Of Dijkstra algorithm. As the graph contains n number of vertices, in this graph there are n number of vertices, or we called there are v vertices, and from this A there are two outgoing edges. From C it has three outgoing edges. From C we are trying to relax B, D and E. From this vertex C we are trying to update the weight or update the path of B, D and E. But from B we are updating only the distance of D. And similarly from E we also updating only a single vertex D. But if the graph is considered as a complete weighted graph, in that case we say that complete graph means every vertex can have outgoing edge to remaining all the vertices. That means we can visit n number of vertices from the given vertex. So the worst case time complexity for this Dijkstra algorithm is V into V, that means V square or N square or N square. But this can be improved by using minimum priority queue. But it can be improved. Using minimum priority queue to big O V plus E log V. This is the improved time complexity of Dijkstra algorithm. Now the disadvantage of Dijkstra algorithm. Dijkstra will work or will not work when negative weight edge is present in the graph. Now let us consider a small example with directed weighted graph having negative weight. Suppose here 4 number of vertices are there, A, B, C and D. It's an directed weighted graph having the edge between A to B as 3, A to C as 5, C to D as 2 and D to B as -3. Now let us assume the starting node as A. As A is a starting node, so distance of A is 0. Now from A there are two direct edges, one from A to B and next one from A to C, having distance 3 and 5 respectively. So replace it with 0 plus 3, the distance between A to B is 3 and distance between A to C 0 plus 5 is 5. And as there is no direct edge present between A to D, so mark the distance as infinity. Now we have to find out the weight of D, we have to find out the path or the distance from A to D. As there is no direct edge, so we marked it as an infinity. Then Dijkstra says that from starting node you have to choose an edge with minimum weight. So out of these 3, 5 and infinity, 3 is a vertex. 3 means B is a vertex with minimum weight. So choose that B, select that B, and from B there is no outgoing edge or no vertex is going to relax from this B because B doesn't have any outgoing edge. So among these 5 and infinity, choose the node with minimum weight. So here 5 is a node with minimum weight, so mark it as a visited, and from that C try to check whether any vertex is going to relax. So the adjacent vertex of this C is D with cost 2. So 5 plus 2, it gives a cost as 7 and 7 is smaller than infinity. So replace that infinity with 7. As all the vertices are marked as visited, only D is remaining. So mark that D as a visited one, and now all the vertices of this graph have been visited. But let us check that from this D, is any vertex is going to relax? Yes, as there is a adjacent vertex to this D is B, but as it already marked as a visited, but still we check that 7 minus 3, it gives a value as 4, and as per Dijkstra algorithm, if the vertex has already marked as a visited, so we don't visit it again. So in this case we say that Dijkstra will work when negative edge is present in a graph. Now let us modify the graph as specifying minus t instead of minus 3. I have changed the weight to minus 10. Now as the starting vertex is not given, so I consider A as a starting vertex and mark the distance as 0, and from that A it has two outgoing edges, one from A to B and next from A to C, as 0 plus 3. So the distance from A to B is 3, and 0 plus 5. So the distance from A to C is 5. Then as there is no adjacent vertex to this D, so marked it as infinity. Then Dijkstra says that we have to select always an edge with minimum weight. So here edge 3 is minimum among 3, 5 and infinity. So select that B. But from that B, as there is no outgoing edge from B, so again Dijkstra selects the next shortest weight from this 5 and infinity. 5 is the edge with minimum cost. So select that C and mark it as a visited, and from that C check that whether any edge is going to relax. Yes, from C there is D which is adjacent to that node C. So 5 plus the cost from C to D is 2. So 5 plus 2, it gives a distance as 7, and 7 is smaller than infinity. So replace that infinity with 7. Now the last node here D is set as a marked, set that D vertex as a visited or marked. Then from, as all the nodes have already been visited, but let us check whether from that D is any vertex is going to relax. Yes, from D, there is one outgoing edge from D to B with distance -10. Then 7 -10, it gives a distance as -3, and -3 is the better answer than 3 because -3 is the smallest than 3. So, but as we know that Dijkstra doesn't visit the node again if marked as a visited. But in this case, it will give the better answer than the previous one. If we go from other way, if we don't visit from A to B directly, as Dijkstra says that from A to B, it has the shortest distance 3. So first we marked that B as a visited. But if we traverse from A to B via C, D, then it gives the better answer because of this negative edge. But as the node is already has been visited, so Dijkstra says that if the node is already visited, then don't visit it again. So here we say that the greedy approach fails. Hence, we say that when a weighted graph contains a negative edge, negative weight edge, in that case, Dijkstra will work or will not work. And to overcome this, Bellman-Ford algorithm is used. And that Bellman-Ford algorithm is also used to find out single source shortest path from starting vertex to all the other vertex. And the Bellman-Ford algorithm is based on dynamic programming. So that's all about Dijkstra algorithm. Thank you.